Would you like to sit down, please? Lord Mayor, Lady Mayoress, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, good morning to you all. My name is Peter Jenner. I am Dean of Chapel in the University, and I'm very pleased to welcome you to Chester Cathedral and to this graduation ceremony. Welcome to those of you here in the Cathedral in person, and welcome to those who are following the live stream of proceedings. You who are graduating and receiving awards this morning will be pleased that you're sharing this occasion with those who are here with you and also with those who are here with you courtesy of technology. It's great that you can celebrate this special day in this splendid location with your family and friends who followed you through university and supported you in lots of different ways. And as well as focusing in our graduations on those who've studied with us, we also look outwards, and by the conferring of honorary degrees, we acknowledge the contribution to society of those beyond the university. And later in this ceremony, we'll be introduced to this morning's honorary graduand. This is a day which you graduands will always remember. For you, it's a day unlike any other, not least in the way you're dressed, looking very impressively academic in your robes. And it's probably not every day that you're fanfared by 6 trumpets. But for some of you, it may feel that graduating is becoming a regular event. Through the last 2 years, while it's not been possible for us to organise large-scale gatherings, the university has been committed to making sure that every student who's completed a course with us would eventually have the opportunity to attend a graduation. And this week, we finish that catching up process. And that means that some of you have very recently graduated with your first degree, and now, only a few weeks later, have returned to the cathedral to receive a postgraduate qualification. And it's good to see you again. It's very encouraging for university staff to see students become more and more immersed in their studies and become more and more proficient in the skills they're developing. The university has been a university only since 2005, but we trace our history back much further than that. In fact, to the 1830s, and to the work of 6 men who are recognised as our founders. This distinguished group included 2 future prime ministers and a future Archbishop of Canterbury. They were people of great energy and talent. And they brought into being a Church of England teacher training college here in Chester. And it's that college which evolved into our university. The institution has changed enormously in its 183 years of history. The founders would not recognise it today in its size, its complexity, and its diversity. But we're here because of the importance our founders placed on education and the vision they had for higher education in our city, a vision which reflected the Church's long-standing commitment to scholarship and learning, and also the founders' concern for the well-being of society. So to begin this graduation ceremony, I'm going to read our Founders' Collect, a prayer which remembers our origins and prays for the continuing life of the University of Chester. Let us pray. O God, our Father, the source of light and wisdom, we give you thanks for the vision which inspired our founders and for the grace which enabled their successors to fulfill their aims. We pray you to maintain that vision among us and to give us faith to know that our labour is not in vain, hope to encourage us in all our difficulties, and love to unite us in the service of all your people. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Permissium vici inio. I declare open the congregation for the presentation of degrees and awards. Good morning, everyone. I'm Professor Helen O'Sullivan, Provost and Deputy Vice-Chancellor at the University of Chester. It's such an honour for me to stand in front of you today, physically and virtually, and to congratulate you personally for completing your studies under the most exacting of conditions. You've all earned your place in this magnificent cathedral. Chester Business School, with the help of students and alumni, has cemented its place regionally as enterprising, engaged and committed to enabling the transition to net zero, which has been the driving force behind its strategy over the last 2 years. Cheshire, Warrington and Shropshire are well known for innovation, science, culture and productivity, but lockdown, recent spikes in the price of raw materials and energy disruption have also presented challenges for businesses and the wider economy. We aim to be part of that solution. Indeed, our own teaching and learning approaches have pivoted and advanced through COVID, and within the school, we created larger, more interdisciplinary units of research, teaching and engagement. We were early adopters of the Principles of Responsible Management, a UN declaration to implement 6 principles across research, teaching and engagement. These compel us to develop your capabilities as students to be future generators of sustainable value for business and society at large, and to work for an inclusive and sustainable global economy. Dr. Anne Hinley championed the school's curriculum and sustainable development ethos, particularly carbon literacy learning for staff and students. The university, via Chester Business School, is the academic lead for HyNet Northwest, the UK's foremost industrial decarbonisation project, which will revolutionise the region's low-carbon future. By identifying and developing the skills to provide clean power for industry, transport and homes, we will help to reduce the carbon dioxide emission by 10 million tonnes by the year 2030. As part of its COVID recovery strategy, Chester Business School has supported 1,500 regional small and medium-sized enterprises and almost 1,600 staff. Employees and business leaders have been assisted in sustaining their long-term innovation and business planning. The Business Growth Programme has nurtured the expansion of over 400 small businesses over the last 2 years. Accelerate, a partnership with the Cheshire and Warrington Local Enterprise Partnership, has enabled over 1,200 learners to go digital in the workplace and strengthen their personal resilience. The school has always been international in outlook, and its community has transitioned into being truly international in nature. Around half of the school's students come from around the globe, and we warmly extend our welcome to you and your families from over 30 countries today. Research Connections also bring international perspectives into the classroom, giving our students insight into the opportunities and challenges of global business. The school belongs to the Association of Advanced Collegiate Schools of Business, alongside 1,700 members across 100 countries, in being significant contributors to positive economic and social transformation. Those of you from accounting and finance are graduating from a department which is noted for a high satisfaction rating nationally and ensuring job-ready graduates. With alumni thriving in a competitive job market due to the attention to professional ethics and digital innovation in your learning. Recent destinations include Deloitte, Bank of America, M&S Bank, KPMG, Lloyds, PricewaterhouseCoopers, the NHS and the Ministry of Defence. Your constant engagement with professional bodies such as the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, the Chartered Institutes of Management Accountants and the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales will help you match the needs of industry, as will your familiarity with masterclasses, sharpening experiential learning and adding value. Recent alumni have been invited to engage with current students to bring a practical dimension to your programmes. Our work-based learning framework has a huge number of successes with individually negotiated pathways and awards, as do the Chartered Manager Degree apprenticeships and the Senior Leaders Master's Degree apprenticeships. These courses have enabled diverse professionals to improve their leadership and management skills at a time when business and individuals have really been forced to adapt to a new organisational reality. We also have 1,200 participants in part-time professional development programmes who are equipped to respond to the shifts in organisational practice as a result of technological, environmental, social or market changes. We are grateful to our marketing, tourism and destination students. You've raised thousands of pounds with international level engagement in your events, which switched overnight from in-person to digital. You have supported the university's Diversity Festival with race equality activities and speakers tackling the big questions which communities and workforces face. Prominent alumni who are game changers in their respective fields have also shared their perspective, which enable current students to envisage their future in their chosen careers. Students graduating from the Department of Management have developed the skills and knowledge to achieve and succeed through sheer determination despite world events. You have taken COVID-secure study trips, site visits, entrepreneurial activities, venture adventures, pitching competitions and leadership programs in your stride and adapted to the online learning experience. We congratulate all of you on achieving the goals you set yourself when the world looked very different, remaining focused on your studies while on industrial placements and research towards your dissertations. A number of you initiated student businesses in your second year, many undertaking an assignment that included engaging in an assessment centre exercise to prepare you for the rigours of recruitment and selection. Chester Business School has supported your capacity to thrive in a world that remains in a state of flux and carve out a successful and productive future. You have the skills and the knowledge, not simply to be job hunters, but to be valued change agents and job creators. You are also equipped with the skills to help secure a sustainable future for our planet, and we're proud of your well-rounded achievements. I would like to conclude with a few heartfelt thank yous. To the academics that adapted and changed your programmes of study to ensure that you could stay on track during the pandemic. To the professional services staff who have looked after you in so many ways, some of which you might not even be aware. To our governors who help guide this institution. To everyone who has made this ceremony such an occasion for you, including the Dean and chapter of this great cathedral for hosting us. And to the people closest to you who supported you during your studies. But mostly to those of you graduating today for choosing the university in the first place and for your commitment and flexibility in such challenging times. Today, in this wonderful setting, with the splendour and the fanfares, we want to give you a day that you'll remember forever. You are why this university exists, and I look forward to congratulate each and every one of you as you walk across the stage. Make it count, make a difference, and good luck to you all. I think you all deserve a huge round of applause.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, in the name of Senate, I present to you these graduands for admission to the degree of Master of Business Administration in this university.
By virtue of the authority invested in me, I admit these graduands to the degree of Master of Business Administration in the University of Chester.
Mary Nima Arakampambil George. Adiliwale Barry Adidiriran. Caroline Agius. Mohammed Shoaib Ali. Farouk Oluwatazin Badabadeji. Precious Tayi Bamideli. Marvin Camilleri, Kimberly Siantar, Stephen William Joseph Condliffe, Anthony Negabanchi Egabadon, Tafioka Aliumdi Farid Diran, Oli Riotin David Fashay Etan, Eve Hanan, Harpal Kaur, Chita Idivoran, yep. Daniel Ikram, Chinoso Stanhope Irondi, Anthony Isowale, Anne Sruthi Jacob, Anne Vina Jacob, Yida Rama, Manu Jose, Tosin Andilori Joneb, Aisha Temideya Kazim, Donald Kelly, Maria Khan, Adibi Kanun, Jeswin Sam Kuvila, Abigail Louise Ledbetter, Reshma Mary Salve Sebastian, Afoma Grace Meziam, Majahorel Islam Monjor, Jonathan Muscat, Zomu Nikimta, Uchenna Nandbuzo Nawila, Eziosa Bethel Obano, Chuma Augustine Ogabinania, Odian Simi Huhunyi, Okodi Dematus Okodi, Balasadi Mary Olanyi, Samantha Lee Kine Pierce, Odelho Raju, Chinu Saji, Richu Saji Pananthukuta, Josephine Yeboah Samay, Abosedi Risikat Sanusi Shoga, Stephen Shivono, Maria Shakil, Baditunde Idowe Shitu, Suman, Martin Tom, Datika Tripathi, Judith Chinna Uday, Nigel Shwapirep Saeed, Antonella Zamit. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, in the name of Senate, I present to you these graduands for admission to the degree of Master of Science in this university.
By virtue of the authority invested in me, I admit these graduands to the degree of Master of Science of the University of Chester.
Sarah Banu Abdul Hakim, Boluwatefti Inola Aderbe, Isra Hassan Mahmoud Abdul Daoud, Jerry Ni Kwe Kofi Akwe, Adeojin Ajino Mi Abidesi. No? Oh. Is that not you? Adeoyin Akeni Abidesi. Aline Car Blessing Adideji. Oluwasian Damola. No? Ruth? Ruth Tepitomi Adeli. Ali Funke? No. Ali Funke Aliwasin Adisani. Felix Alubundi Adujilu, Chitsi Aguma, Mohammed Ahmed, Wakwas Ahmed, Abdullah, Mohammed Ahmed, Aluwaposi Aini, Chandini Farid Beji Amidjamiri, apologies, Abakuchi Ajofi, Babatola Emmanuel Akambi, Adnan Akbar, Samuel Alu Tusin Akpan, Fatima Ali, Fatimitata Ali, Uzumbe Chuku Jafet Alam, Mohammed Fakar Aman, Gopi Kirishna Alu Kamar, Justi Ann E.P. Anshul, Mohammed Aoun, Apara Adejani Aluufemi, Victor Akulina, Laura Suzanne Arkwright, Sohail Azkar, Robbie William Ashton, Wisdom Afo Kamuchu Ashota, Phoebe Rose Atkinson, Aisha Zanib, Julia Michelle Barnes, Abdul Basit, Antonia Bielison, Mohammed Fahad Bati, Faisal Ahmad Buyan, Mario Borge, Tom Brownlee, Kilkillian Nicholas Carline, Charles Frederick Carruthers, Loredana Kawana, Githaka Udayanga Karachaba Palanthij, Vishnu Chakuthintha Kadada Ravindran, Onyadika Chiazo Kukwudu, Hannah Joy Connock, Emily Crow, Jake Croxton, Shirley Kutayar, Atiti Kamari, Fadhilia Azi Elnez, Isabella MD, Chloe Evans, Joanna Rosie Farajuya, Jessica Galeja, Alehadia, Azrol Azmi bin Haji Zakaria, Rio Kate Diana Hall, Parvathi Haridas, Muhammad Hasib, Lucy Jane Hassel, Charlotte Elizabeth Hill, MD Parvez Hossein, Malin Husa, Olatunde F.A.G. Khan, Emmanuel Chukugi Makev Igwe, Jatindapal Singh, Mundasi Javid, Jenisar Jezi Mari Jan, Dathith Jones, Eleanor Kerris Jones, Jean Joss, Aaron Joy, Mohammed Junaid, Axel Jukawendua Kalu, Hajra Khan Karwal, Deepa Katal, Jaskaran Kaur, Stephanie Elizabeth Kelly, Junaid Khalid, Andrew Murray Kinnear, Sophie Knapman, Michael Sunday Kublanu, Anna Jane Langford, Saffron Tina Lawless, Thing Ho Javier Liu, Courtney Dawn Little, Alicia Matthew, Utibe Chrysanthus Mathon, Kirsty McCullough, Roseanne Mohammed Nazar, Lucy Charlotte Claudine Mote, Juliana Muchai, Mohammed Ridwan, Mohammed Awaz Mumtaz, Taifan Nudigan, Henry Chukwa Ma Ngru, Samia Noreen, Onyenye Mnese Nweke, Chidinama Blessing Obi, Timilean Samuel Obi Shikakin, Kikilome Omola Adefekeko, Helene O'Hiles, Chibiuze Lawrence Okafor, Oladipo Olarenji Maju, Shakira Ole Deji, Olamide Samson Olobongo Noro, Damilari Olotoyame Fese Yatin, Richard Bolakale Onake Deko, Ande Osaro Osago Bogavov, Renye Kunyan Puja, Kunchi Damendra Patel, Vista Paul, Hapo Kichitrenchi Vinya Ashe Perara, Marusaka Pisani Buja J, Rohinthe Ponjamela Koreth, Shinsansa Dinthe Kushma Parachetti, Erinini Printezi, Stephanie Elizabeth Proudlove, Carl Jetsus Rady Maker, Sherin Raju, Emily Jane Ralphs, Mohammed Jasmine Udin Ramin, Hamza Rashid, Laura Elizabeth Reed, Luke James Robinson, Kuduis Folame Salami, Rosemary Santosh, Sarah Morenchiki Soja Ulu, Rahul Sarazawat, Pippa Catherine Scott Heal, Saeed Shahira Saeed Shah, Gurkaram Singh, Hema Malinis Shiram, Daniel Lewis Tabone, nay, Raja Thakoro, Christopher Thomas, Tom David Thomas, Emma Elizabeth Twist, Jay-Z Valentine, Hanina Velaruman, Alizi Wazim, Caroline Vanessa Wayers, Nathan Winkle, Zunida Jimenez Suarez, Ronnie Johan Raj, Krista Ziklikilera, Adizola Grace Adizejani, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, in the name of Senate, I present to you these graduands for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Arts in this university.
By virtue of the authority invested in me, I admit these graduands to the degree of Bachelor of Arts of the University of Chester.
Naomi Albergo, Christina Antonek, Emma Erika Ashcroft, Timothy Ashton, Thomas Baker, Ahmad Balhalwan, Francesca Rose Biggs, Thomas David Blake, Annie Orlando Bolton, Harvey James Bocock, Elliot Bradley, Patrick Bridger, Molly Canning, Keo Wei, Abigail Kavanagh, Terry Leah Chadwick, Isaiah Matthew Collins, Bailey Alexander Condren, Alexander Condon, Leon Daly, Connor Patrick Dangerfield, John Samuel Davies, Mazin El Hassan, James Edward Lofthouse Fadez, Jordan Juice Lucy French, Aidan Gibbs, Charlotte Goff, Abdul Mouz bin Sahij Zemat, Melissa Hay, Jack Higgins, Mohammed Safwan Talat bin Haji Sofanyan, Megan Hood, Lydia Maria Hornby, Ingrid Maria Leal, Jamie Louise Jackson, Charlie Roy Johnson, David Jones, Tor Jordan Wright, Sujatha Kalasi Pillai, Rafael Petros Karula, Jessica Kelly, Bethany Knights, Jessica Lawton, Kieran Leach, Ton Lawrence Yoon Manu, Emily Marlowe, Jessica Regina Maru, Jack McKeown, Bailey Grace Mueller, Christopher Munt, Benjamin Murphy, Ray Jennifer Murray, Miroslava Nedelcheva, Richard William Nuttall, Daniel O'Dell, Isaac Uvapureji, Emily Parry, Julie Parry, Visnu A. Al-Perumal, Hazik Wazain, Serene May Phillips, Jason Mitchell Phoebus, Amelia Grace Porter, Hannah Louise Powell, Alicia Grace Ratcliffe, Anna Jane Roberts, Jonathan George Roberts, Kate Robinson, Denita Rodriguez, Sean Rogan, Jack Rushforth, Cara Salter, Naomi Scott, Mariam Sofar, Cheryl Suzanne Sorensen, Deva Stankeve Savucic, Callum James Stewart, Basheen Suleiman, Adam Swain, Carl Thomas, Rian Thomas, Kane Toye, Marianne Carmen Ulusianu, Victor Urban, Kira Vernon, Caitlin Anna Walsh, Emile Isabel Walsh, Sophia Weston, Molly Page Whelan, Anna Widowson, Keris Rhiannon Williams, Luke Alexander Williams, Miles Christopher Williams, Olivia Worsford, Sheoting Guan, Tarek Zidani, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, in the name of Senate, I present to you this graduand for the award of postgraduate diploma of this university.
By virtue of the authority invested in me, I present to this graduand the award of postgraduate diploma of the University of Chester.
Olasenyi Yolo Solo, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I make application to you to present the degrees and awards listed to those candidates at this University of Chester who have not been presented in person but whose names appear in the programme and who have indicated that they wish their degree to be presented in their absence. I certify that they are worthy to receive those degrees and awards, and I stand as proxy for them.
I admit them to those degrees and present those awards, and I accept you as proxy. I now call on the public orator to present the honorary graduand, Alexis Jane Redmond, for the admission to her degree.
Good afternoon. I have the great pleasure to present Alexis Jane Redmond, Lady Redmond, MBE, for her honorary doctorate today. Alexis was born and raised in South Wales, and from an early age had a natural flair for numbers and a keen interest in art. She studied A-levels in maths, pure maths, geography and art at school, before going to Coventry University to study economics. Upon graduation, Alexis embarked upon a career as an accountant, which, despite its image as boring, she outlined was one of the best decisions she ever made. She initially moved to London after university, but within a few years decided to head north, settling in the northwest and working for Arthur Andersen, the then #1 accountancy firm in the world. Alexis specialized in auditing and management consultancy, and it was this skill set that would change her life. In 1982, Alexis was asked by her firm to assist with a new company, Brookside Productions, which needed a financial systems review and development of new business processes. The company was run by her future husband, Dr. Phil Redmond, and had been set up to manage the groundbreaking soap Brookside, which was about to be aired on Channel 4 at the time. Alexis loved the challenge of the role and the creative dynamic, which resulted in her becoming CEO of Mersey Television in 1983. And working alongside Phil, it became one of the largest independent television drama companies in the UK. During this period, Mersey Television produced several iconic television shows created by her husband Phil Redmond, such as Grange Hill, Brookside, and Hollyoaks. The Redmonds sold the company in 2005, and Alexis concentrated on non-executive public service and charitable work. Throughout her career, Alexis has been invited to sit on boards as a senior non-executive, governor, or trustee to help support a range of organizations and charities from a management consultancy perspective. Alexis is incredibly passionate and committed to supporting the community and helping others. Some of the many organizations she has supported over the years include the National Museums Liverpool, Riverside Housing Association, Liverpool John Moores University, Ronald McDonald House, St George's Hall, Alder Hey Hospital NHS Children's Charitable Trust, Maggie's Cancer Care, the Poverty Truth Advisory Board, set up by Cheshire West and Chester Council, and as an ambassador patron at FACT. Alexis also became a trustee and then president of St Luke's Cheshire Hospice in Winsford. In 2003, Alexis was made a Fellow of John Moores University and is also a Fellow of the Royal Society of Arts. In 2011, she was awarded an MBE for her services to the community in Merseyside. And in 2018, Alexis was appointed as High Sheriff of Cheshire and made a Deputy Lieutenant of Cheshire in 2019. In August 2021, Alexis was appointed by the Queen as Her Majesty's Lord Lieutenant of the County of Cheshire. Within this role, Alexis is the Queen's representative for the county and is involved in an array of activities, including conferment of awards, and this year in particular, supporting the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations and promoting the Queen's Green Canopy project. She is also involved in and president of many, many charities across Cheshire as part of this role. Alexis has been married to Phil for 35 years, and they have enjoyed a great life together in unwavering support of one another. Finally, I asked Alexis what was the best piece of advice she had ever received. She offered 2 thoughts on this. Firstly, don't fight what comes naturally. If you have a particular skill or ability, follow that. You might not know where it will lead you at first, perhaps not quite see how it will help you pursue your true passion, but it will eventually. And secondly, always get the full facts and don't overreact. In other words, think twice, be composed and informed before making judgments. I'm sure you'll all agree this is exceptionally sound advice. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and of the Council, it is with great pleasure that I present to you Lady Alexis Redmond, MBE, for admission to Honorary Doctor of Letters, honoris causa, in this university. Thank you.
By virtue of the authority invested in me, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa of the University of Chester. It gives me great pleasure to invite Lady Redmond to address the congregation. I hope her microphone is doing better than mine.
Good morning. I am delighted to receive this honour. Thank you, University of Chester. I am now in the last run of my career, been there, done that, made the mistakes, and fortunately learned from them and managed to recover relatively well. Whereas you are just about to begin your careers, start that amazing journey. It is great to join you as you celebrate your success today. The university asked me what is the best piece of advice I've ever received and what advice would I give now based on my experience. So briefly, in addition to what Jamie has just mentioned, which is probably number one and number two, a few more things. Duff advice. I actually received a lot of questionable advice and guidance, instructions even, along the way. And I learned to trust my own judgment, to not ignore that gut feeling. If you're uncomfortable as you enter your new lives now, question the position, talk to a friend, talk to a mentor. You can remain discreet, polite, and intelligent in your approach, but be confident and address your concerns before pushing ahead. I remember someone once saying to me, address your concerns, any issues, there and then. If you don't, they will only come back and hit you in the face like a wet fish. I still see that huge fish coming towards me sometimes. We enter into a contract of one sort or another every day, from your first job contract to where you sit in the office, to the multi-million-pound deals I'm sure you'll all be involved in the future. Take the time to understand and respect the other side's point of view. Well, to a point. For any arrangement, any agreement to succeed and have longevity, it has to benefit both parties. An added advantage by making that effort to understand the other point of view is that over the years I've thoroughly enjoyed discovering what were minor concessions to us, but gained a huge advantage at the negotiating table. As you strive for your goals, remember there are at least 5 ways of achieving any one goal. Don't get locked into that one solution. Listen to the stakeholders, understand their aspirations, and go with a solution that satisfies those aspirations. Take people with you whenever you can. People will always give you their advice, of course, but do listen carefully. Invite the advice even. You can always discard it, but we can't be the expert in everything. We can't be right all the time. Despite what Phil, my husband, Phil Redmond, keeps trying to tell me. I'm still working on him to accept words like reasonable and compromise. I jest, but one of Phil's qualities I will always admire is that he does not have fear of failing. Don't let fear of making a mistake, that fear of failing, stop you from moving forward. You can be careful, mindful, do your research, be as prepared as you possibly can, mitigate the risks, but go for it. Do not worry about falling over. From Confucius to General Custer till Sylvester Stallone and Rocky Balboa, many have a claim to a version of that saying. It is not how far or how hard you fall that matters, it's how quickly and how stylishly you get up again. You won't get every job or every promotion that you go for. Everyone makes mistakes, you will, make bad choices, and so on. But we gain so much from how we recover, learn, and rebuild. And remember, no matter what route you choose in your career, it is your choice. And if you don't think it's right, if it doesn't work out, choose again. Life is short. Keep chasing your dream and use your transferable skills. Starting with the brilliant qualifications we are celebrating here today. So, are you ready for the world of work? Will you be able to use your qualifications properly to its full advantage? Will you find a career that you can truly enjoy, a vocation and not just a means to pay the bills? So many questions. But today, please put all those uncertainties, the unnerving times of the pandemic, and now the impacts of war in Ukraine and the global situation generally, put it all aside. You have done it. You have graduated. You have your qualification, that firm foundation, that all-important piece of paper. An excellent start to whatever lies ahead. So congratulations. Have a wonderful day, evening, night with your family and your friends. Welcome to the alumni of the University of Chester. I am truly honored to join you today through this award. Thank you.
I now invite Dr. Helen Galbraith to address the congregation.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Helen Galbraith, and today I am the very proud Pro Vice-Chancellor for Student Experience at the University of Chester. As your long-awaited graduation ceremony draws to a close, we hope it has been memorable for you and for those who have been alongside you through your studies. Whether this has been your first degree, whether it's been decades since you last studied, whether you graduated with us a month ago, whether you are full-time, part-time, an apprentice, or a career changer, we are here with you on the next stage of your journey. Our Careers and Employability team is here to help you navigate finding a first, second, or even third job and beyond. Perhaps you are an entrepreneur looking to pursue your own enterprise, in which case we can also provide business startup advice. Our Development and Alumni Relations Office is here to keep you connected to your university. Staying in touch with us and your fellow alumni is incredibly important and beneficial. Within that extensive network could be your next employer, mentor, or client. Today, you are celebrating being part of a community that by the end of 2022 will be 100,000 strong, living and working in 135 countries. Your souvenir programme has more details about the value of this free, lifelong link. Just as you have exercised your student voice, we hope you will continue to use your graduate voice through the Graduate Outcomes Survey. By doing so, you will benefit your current and future professions, as well as current and future students who are on the same journey as you. This is a national questionnaire, and you are contacted by our survey partners about this 15 months after you have completed your studies. Your voice really does matter. If you have already completed this, we thank you for your participation. We would also like to hear from the supporters of our graduands. We hope you have enjoyed today not only as proud guests, but also as visitors to this wonderful city of Chester. Our civic partners, some of whom are represented here today, will welcome feedback from our graduate guest survey, which will help us ensure the best experience for all those who attend our ceremonies in the future. This is only the beginning of your next chapter. We wish you success and fulfillment wherever your next steps may take you. We have been making history as an institution since the 1800s, and we are privileged to have your contributions and your achievements as students to be a part of our story, just as we are a part of yours. So for those of us here, join us in the marquee on the Cathedral Green to celebrate. To those watching online around the world, thank you and goodbye for now. And to you, our newest alumni, congratulations once again. You will always be part of the University of Chester, and the University of Chester will always be a part of you.
I declare closed this congregation for the presentation of degrees and awards. Salva sit universitas nostra quod precantes consugamus.